Hey guys, Iridescent Ika, and welcome back to another killer build. So it's been a second, a few things happened. I've moved my desk, I'm now in my bedroom. I really like this, it's something I've wanted to do for a while. I like being in my bedroom. So we have new lights, first off. Right now you're just kind of seeing my bed behind me that I don't make because, yeah. But we are going to be getting some wall stuff. So we're going to actually have some wall space now, have some cool stuff hanging up in the background. I've already got some stuff that I've picked out that we're going to be hanging up back there. That's pretty cool. That's partially why I haven't uploaded in recently. And on top of that, I've been struggling to find a build or just anything that I feel like would be worth uploading, but I've got a very good schedule figured out now. I've got a lot of content ideas. We're going to be pumping out videos. We're going back to daily going forward. So I'm really excited about that. So yeah, you'll be able to get videos every day this week and every day going forward, except for Sundays. So right off the bat, we're going to be doing a nurse build. This is not one that I thought I would be doing for a while, just simply because of the fact that Nurse is Nurse, and I couldn't think of anything like creative, but of all things, she was the character who hit me with the most like type of build in my mind that was like, this is what we should do, because it's so fun, and it's similar to some of my older builds, like my Dredge isn't too old, but that one, the Deathslinger build, it's kind of one of those builds that I just like, it popped. It was like, this is what we've been looking for. This is a build worth uploading. So, to start, we've got Devour Hope. Now you're probably wondering, Ika, why would you do that? You're being a silly goober. Exposed doesn't work on Nurse anymore. Well, my friends, we're gonna make it work. That's the whole concept here. We've got Play With Your Food. We can increase our speed up to 15% by letting our obsession escape. What's perfect about that is that with one of our other add-ons is going to make us faster than a normal killer. Yeah, you heard me right. Nurse will have a default movement speed that's faster than a normal killer. I know, we're getting into some crazy territory here. We've got Nemesis, which anytime a survivor stuns us, they become our obsession. This is going to allow us to get plays with your food stack easier. So that's pretty cool. It combos pretty well. And then next we got Hubris. Now this is kind of the wild card in this build. It makes it so whenever a survivor stuns us, they become exposed for 20 seconds. It's pretty good. It combos pretty well with all three of these. What it looks like is they stun us, they become our obsession. Because they stunned us, the chase usually ends. We get to play with your food stack. We blink towards them, do not hit them. Fatigue runs off. We're faster than them. We catch up, hit them, and down them with Hubris. Works pretty good. Now you guys are probably wondering, like, what's the bread and butter here? Someone's not adding up. You're right, something isn't adding up because you haven't got all the pieces yet. The big piece of the pie, the most important thing here is one of her iridescent add-ons, Matchbox. Sets the maximum number of blinks to 1, but increases our base movement speed to 4.4. So we're a 4.4 killer now. That's the same as Huntress. When we have at least one play with your food stack, we're already faster than a normal killer. And when we have multiple, we're substantially faster. This takes survivors off guard. Then we have the Antacics? I don't know how you say that. I'm bad at saying words that I haven't heard pronounced before. It's a thing. Anyways, Antax Respiration increases the base blink fatigue duration by 7%. I don't know if I said increased. I meant to say decreased if I did. I can't read sometimes. It's just how it is. Anywho, so the big thing with this is blinks are just shorter because the whole idea here, we blink to a survivor, we don't actually hit them. We let the fatigue go, this makes it faster, and then we go and catch them. Yeah. With exposed, and it's really good. It's fun. It takes survivors off guard. We'll be bringing in more because I'm feeling a little goofy today. One side note, real quick, when it comes to add-ons, if you are not running Play With Your Food, I recommend bringing the Wooden Horse, because if you bring the Wooden Horse, your fatigue is actually about 1/10 of a second faster if you use this and then you swing than if you just let this go normally. But where we're running Play With Your Food, if I were to do that, every time we would blink, we'd lose a stack because we'd have to swing in order to get the reduced cooldown. And that's just not really cool in my mind because I like my stacks, you know? So that's about all there is for an explanation. Another one you can consider swapping in is you can swap either Hubris or Devour Hope with Friends to the End. I've already kind of showcased that on Dredge, and I still think he's a better user than Nurse, even with this build, and so I'm not going to be using that, and it also doesn't combo very well with some of the other perks here, but it still does work pretty well with this build. you can kind of make a different build based around that, especially where she's already 4.4. You don't really need the extra speed boost, and there's other things you can get haste from. That's a whole different story. Maybe we'll mess around with that in a different video. Maybe not. I'm not sure. But I'm kind of letting that be Dredge's thing, and we're going to move on to something else for Nurse. And I think we've got something really solid figured out here. So I'll go ahead and see you guys in a match, because I think this is going to work pretty well. Well, actually, I know it works pretty well, because my builds are all pretty good. See you guys in the match. Alright guys, here we are in the match. So we're on Wrecker's Yard. Don't mind this map at all. So the key here is we're just gonna walk around. It's so weird to be able to do this on Nurse that like it just feels weird running this add-on to begin with. But we do it when we do use our blinks. We do need to be a little more accurate because we don't have a follow-up. So there's no little corrections. Oh, he left the loop. Kind of clever, honestly, on his part. Let's see if we can get some hubris. Also that, I hate to be that guy, but that is not lasting. Our Devourer is not lasting this match. If it does, it'll be a miracle. What are you doing, Nia? This Nia is weird. Yeah, that's such a really unfortunate totem spawn, and there's a generator, like, right there. There was scratch marks, I think. I swear. I heard a girl. I heard somebody in my left ear. Overall, though, not too concerned about it. We're going to blip here. Just kind of get away so we can get a Devour stack. We're going to at least try to get one down with Devour. That'd be ideal, so we at least get some value from it before we cleanse it. So if we need to defend it a little bit, we can. We're going to kind of be a basic, weird M1 killer and get her to stun us and see if we can get a Hubris down here. Swing. And she didn't drop it. I'm kind of trying to coax her into dropping the pallet here. Perfect. Where did she go? Hubris is... We're not getting her with this one. So, the cooldown's the same as the exposed time. So, if that wears off, the cooldown, then they're no longer exposed. Sable, what's going on? Oh, you just messed up. Hardcore Sable. And she would have gotten away if she had committed to the direction she kind of started going, but she didn't. Does not surprise me. I bet that's Nia. I kind of want to check Nia's hours after this if she's on Steam. Just because I'm curious. I really want to get a Hubris down here. I know we can. I've done it before. It works really, really well. That girl's just in a really good spot. You're just not going to play ball with us, are you? Well, that's fine. Because we're still on Nurse. Ooh! Alan, what were you doing? Not very cool of you, young man. I don't like people touching my bones. It's not very cool of you. We're gonna immediately blink back to it, just because, you know. I see scratch marks in there. Let's see if we can get a with Hubris here. So, okay, perfect. We're gonna just kind of let it swing. Perfect. I don't think she makes it anywhere. Oh, she's double exposed right now, so yeah, she's not. Whoa. Duh. Beautiful. They're now gonna be... They're gonna be hard on that totem. Like, they're gonna want it. They're gonna work for it, and we're gonna make them work for it. Where are you, and who are you? I see you. No, this build, see, it's already just so much fun. They just don't expect it, and it takes them really off guard. Oh! Let's bring me back to it so I can check on it. Oh, Alan Wake. You're not going to be able to cleanse that. So you're crazy, girl, if you think you're cleansing that in time. What's most likely going to end up happening here is one of those other two is going to rescue. Okay. So this seems to have the give up effect that other nurse builds, just nurse in general, has. Even though it's such a weird, like, it's so weird, you know? It's just fun. I'm sorry, I'm just giddy about this one. Oh, you know, that's really unfortunate. But good thing I still have Amore because we can do this. I didn't think that Nia had it in her. I'm sorry, I do not like these Sable skins. Nia is right behind me. Like, I really don't like these Sable skins. Well, I think this match already demonstrates well enough, like, how good this build is. With Hubris, too, there's just, it's so rough. Because you're not used to having a nurse be able to blink to you, sit through the fatigue, and then just be like, oh yeah, you're down. Oh, like, it's such a weird, like, people aren't used to insta-down nurse anymore, because obviously it was such a long, like, that got nerfed, right? But people just aren't really used to it anymore, and so it's been... And so people don't, it just catches them really off guard, and they don't expect you to be fast, and it's really scary, I imagine. I haven't played against this, because I haven't seen a build like this before on Nurse. I'm not saying I'm the first, there's probably someone else. There's a billion players in this game, not a billion, but you know what I mean. So most builds have been done at least once before, but I haven't seen this one, and I feel like it's a really fun one. And again, even if your Devour gets cleansed with Hubris, you're always set. And when Devour works out, it's really scary. And so yeah, that's kind of the build. That's a really good overview there. Again, I feel like you can make friends till the end work in here a little bit. There's a lot of different things you could do. Coup de grace isn't a crazy idea. Yeah, there's a lot of different things you can do. We're gonna... Oh, I'll just make sure to censor this guy's name. Well, you know what? It's a private account. George E, no information given, so I'm not even gonna bother really censoring that. It's just a private account anyways. But yeah, so that's the build. I would highly recommend trying this one out. It is so much fun, and that's really weird. On Nurse, I'm used to Nurse matches being kind of sweaty. I've played Nurse quite a bit for Adept practice, but yeah, I would highly recommend trying this one out. The only discouraging thing about this is Matchbox seems to be her rarest, like, in the Blood Web. I seem to get at least 2 of these for every two bookmarks for at least every one matchbook. It's about what it seems, and then like 3 Moris per matchbook. It's crazy. They seem to be the rarest in her Blood Web, so you just kind of gotta sit there and grind until you get her with Blood get them with blood points. But yeah, so again, a few of my suggestions if you want alternatives. There's not really a great alternative to play with your food, but batteries included isn't a horrible one. Let's see, all the haste perks. Really anything that gives you haste would work. Batteries included, rapid brutality. That's another one you could do. Swap do rapid brutality with play with your food, and then do nemesis with save the best for last. That's another one you could do. Unbound, maybe? I don't really know. There's not a ton of crazy ones that work here. Noed would be actually pretty crazy on this one, so maybe give that a try. But either way, that's about it for this build. So a few things before we end it, though. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like. Make sure to subscribe for more Dead by Daylight content. I've got a lot more on the way. I've got a Singularity build cooking up. That one's gonna be a lot of fun. That one, I'm not gonna say the main perk is because it kind of gives the gimmick away. It's not really anything I've seen on Singularity before, so I'm really excited for that one. I also have a new major series coming out for Dead by Daylight. It'll be a recurring series. Why not? We'll go ahead and announce it. It's gonna be a mastery. I'm gonna call it the mastery challenge. So the whole point is to help improve my skill as a killer, and just a player overall. And so what we're gonna have to do is it's basically gonna be like a perkless win streak on every killer, except we're going to have to get, I haven't decided on 3 or 5 perkless wins in a row on each killer before we move to the next one. If we fail, we have to go back. This is going to be brutal. Absolutely brutal. The whole concept, though, is to help me master each killer with their core elements and just kind of improve my game sense and gameplay overall with every killer. I'm hoping, and the whole goal is by the end of the streak, we should be really good with each killer and help just be better overall. So we're going to be getting into that. We'll probably start streaming that, so make sure to check out my Twitch. I'm going to drop a link to that in the description, and then I'll also go live on YouTube. So I'll be live on both. So make sure to check that out. That'll probably be starting about this coming weekend. But yeah, that's about it. Make sure to leave a like if you like the video. Leave any comments you might have. I'll make sure to respond. I'd love to see you guys in the comment section. Make sure to subscribe for future Dead by Daylight and other general horror content. Real quick, in the description, there is a link to my Discord. Make sure to join that. You can meet lots of other cool people to play games with, meet me and have the chance to be potentially in future videos. And there's also a link to a Google form where you can submit your own killer builds. Yes, you yourself, the person watching right now, if you have any killer builds you want me to play, if you submit that, I will play it right now. No matter how, you could submit the most, you could just go to like a random build or do the most anti-synergy perk build. I will play it, guaranteed. So make sure to do that, and I will see you guys in the next one. Eke out.